Yo, 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 what's up? What's up? We back tonight. I missed y'all. I hope y'all missed us too. You know? What it do? How was everybody's weekend? I know it was raining here. But hope everybody had a good weekend. Tata, what's up? Shane, what's up, Shane? Nah, man, I'm good, bro. How you? What's up, Tokyo? Oh, y'all rolling in. I like that. I like that. I missed y'all last week, man. You know, Rez was out of town. You know, he the frequent traveler. So, we decided to do it tonight or whatever. I'm just waiting for him to get on. Have y'all seen me on y'all For You page, like within the last 2 days? Like on y'all Instagram, like the For You jump? One of the students came to the school today, was like, man, she was like, stay off my For You page, talking about them damn biscuits. Them biscuits good. Popeyes did that. Them biscuits, look, I bought one biscuit and I ate the biscuit away, right? So I'm like, man, I was telling Josh, I'm like, man, you know what'll be good? If you put jelly on it. I go back and buy 2 more of them Jones with the jelly on it. Tastes like a toaster strudel. Them Jones was slapping. I ain't been back though. You know, I'm trying to stay disciplined, but I ain't gonna act like I ain't been wanting to go back. I really been wanting to go back to Popeyes and give me some more biscuits. The my mama biscuits. The my mama biscuits. Where is that? I don't know what he doing. Did he forget? Oh, there you go. As soon as I said that, he pop up. He must know when somebody talking about him. About them biscuits, don't you? I know you went there immediately. Right down the street from your job, too. I know you went.
Nick, bro, I don't know, but nobody talk about me. The problem, they don't never show me when you go live.
Why? Well, they think
I
we
have
beefing or
no,
something?
I have no idea. They never show me when you go live. Like I don't get it. I don't get
Because
the
I guess
issue.
it's telling you mind your business.
You said what?
Guess it's telling you mind your business. Don't be on my
Is
page. Like,
that what they saying?
you
Is
ever
that what
find
they
nobody
saying?
though?
Huh?
You ain't
No,
find nobody?
Deanna, she was doing something. Deanna and what's her name? Hey, Ramaritha. Yeah,
Well,
she was doing
you know.
something. It's cool. It's the homeboys,
No,
and that's why we
you
call
got
it,
another. You know,
huh?
we are the show, man. We the show.
Exactly. And that's why they call it the homeboys conversation.
Man.
Exactly. How everybody doing out there? Y'all know what it is. It's the homeboys conversation, and literally just the 2 homeboys. Like that's literally what it is, man. How you doing, T?
I'm good, man. I was just talking to them about my experience at Popeyes with them strawberry biscuits. How delicious they
Hey,
was.
do you know I went in there on the one on Georgia Avenue up in Silver Spring, and I said, you know what? I said I'm about to cheat. Do you know they did not have no more strawberry biscuits?
Nah, they
They did not
they
have any strawberry
this
biscuits.
how I knew they was gonna be like that. When I went
Mm-hmm.
to order it, they didn't get the biscuit from the little pod where you get the biscuits from. They was in their own separate container, Reds, stacked
Their
all
own
up
separate
on
container.
the table. I'm talking about them just was hot too, fresh.
Oh
Boy,
yeah, yeah. Mm-mm. So y'all know what we do every time, how we do it. But I feel like we should do it a little different as far as like telling out our topics. I feel like a lot of the topics that I have today, y'all might need to hear them to fully understand what we talk about. So I'm gonna just go ahead and play the audio, and we could discuss it from there. Hold on. It seemed like something went on. Okay. Oh, my bad. Let me start it over. I hate that I gotta do this now. Because that was
People at my job.
gonna be a lot. Huh?
Said the people at my job suck. They
Wait,
calling
sir.
out like what right now?
Yeah, it's the end of the year. They're getting that money.
Hey, they is really calling out.
It's the end of the year. People at my job do that too, though. Like now, you about to get a whole lot of call out.
Look, the kids got testing this week, and we on some new protocols, and we had a meeting today. I already seen it in everybody's face who was gonna call out. I already knew. It's just rolling on there, rolling on there. It's okay. I got something for them.
You got something for
Because
them?
when they call on them, I gotta do more work. But I got something for them though.
We have been together a while, and we have a daughter.
Can you hear?
Now, I hate to be one of those people who bring up race, but I've been struggling for a while with this and would appreciate your honest opinions. Whenever my wife is getting our daughter ready for school, or doing her hair, or putting her to sleep, she'll mention her being black something. For example, she will say, "You are my black princess," or "You're going to grow up to be a strong, successful black woman." Or if she's doing something good, she'll say, "Yes, my black queen." Now, I am not a racist, the slightest. But why is my wife telling my daughter she's going to be a strong black woman? I feel by her doing that, she's neglecting her white English side. And if I did the same thing, called her a white princess, I'd probably be deemed a racist. I'm not for division, but surely my daughter is white too.
So, T, I've been hearing this comment. Just elaborate that the guy is married to a black woman, and the black woman constantly tells his black daughter that she's going to be a great black woman, that sometimes all compliments her being black or always acknowledge her blackness. Now, in some forms, do you feel like that is prejudice at some forms, or that's just actually the truth of how we're considered when you date outside the race?
All right, so first of all, let me tell y'all this. What y'all just heard, it was someone reading what the person sent in. That's not the person who is in the situation that's reading. Because I know y'all hear an African accent and y'all probably confused, but no, he's reading from what the dude sent them or whatever. It's a white man who sent it. Now, on to your point though, Rez, I don't feel like it's prejudice, because if you look at it, when you got like mixed race children, they're going to be looked at as black from more than likely from the European side. They're going to see more of her black side than her white side. They're not really going to be that accepting, in my opinion. I don't think they're going to fully accept her because of the black side. So you might as well tell her she's going to be a black queen, because she's going to be treated how full black people are treated. She's going to get treated the same. So you should instill in her those affirmations and things like that, because she's going to have to go through a lot. Even when it comes to us, our side may criticize her for certain things, because she's mixed. So in general, just telling her she's going to be a strong black woman is going to help her, and help her know who she is. Because most of the time when kids is mixed race, they kind of have trouble figuring out their identity and who they are, and that's why I don't feel like it's prejudice or whatever.
Okay. Again, I agree with you. I definitely don't feel like it's prejudice, but let me say this. I have this conversation all the time when people have mixed race kids, and I'd be like, I'm wondering if either parent thought about the consequences of these actions. Like, did anybody think about this ahead of time to say, this could be a hard time for my child overall, or for me. But just to take the child's point, it was a series on it wasn't a series, but it was some type of series on Facebook, and it was about black kids who had mixed parents, and all the kids were saying how hard it was growing up mixed because of the white side, because of the white side didn't accept them. The white side kind of, like, it was always something that's going on. One of the kids, one of the guys, he was like, he said when Trump was running, he was an older guy, he said when Trump was running, his mother was just praising him and saying how great he was and all that. And, you know, she was like, he was like, do you hear how he talks about how he talks about people and you don't care, knowing that you got black kids? And she was just like, I don't understand the problem. So I think that's what people need to really pay attention to. And the whole, when you think outside your race, make sure you understand every dynamic that's going to come about. This ain't just about you, especially if y'all talking about having kids. And everybody always talk that old Rodney King, can't we all just get along? But that's not the case. Everybody is not going to feel the same way you feel. And the consequences of your actions, if you're not Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, what's up, Patrick Mahomes,
Jason,
if you're not Jason Tatum, if you're not doing nothing extraordinary, listen, you may have a harder road to climb. That's it. That's the honest truth.
Facts. Now, if he mentioned it to her, if she is, let's say she is being empathetic to his plight or whatever he complaining about, she could say you're going to grow to be a powerful woman. You're going to grow to be a phenomenal woman, and not attach any race to it. Instead of him just saying, well, if I was to say you're going to be a beautiful white princess and all that, let's face it, that sounds racist. It does sound racist, you know. To black people, like, let's be serious. Like, I don't. To me, to me, any other race could say, "Oh, you're going to be a beautiful Japanese princess. You're going to be a beautiful Armenian princess." But as soon as you say you're gonna be a beautiful white princess, it does sound a little racist. Like, what you mean? Like, what, you gotta be the most dominant? Is that what you're saying?
But it even, let me say this. To a white child, I wouldn't see the problem. Yeah. To a mixed child, that's where the problem comes in at. To a mixed, but here's the thing. Now here's my thing. I understand what you just said about being empathetic to what he's saying and understanding his disparity, but you got to realize how the world views it and how the world would tear her down, this little black girl. So being as though nobody have to worry about the world turning down some white women, but I got to worry about how the world would treat my black daughter, I got to put this in her head. I gotta instill these type of values. I do, because she's already going to have a hard way to go. I was in when I went to Cadoza, Mr. Pendergraft, my government teacher. I did not know this man was black. I thought he was white dude. And it wasn't until he started telling about his life and talking about it and told us how he always had a problem with growing up, because he said, I wasn't accepted by white people, nor was I accepted by my black people. Because he looked at white. Like, he got the hair, like, he looked at white, but I was like, oh, I thought you was white the whole entire time. And he talked about how, and of course, like I said, I was in government back in '95. We talking about, what's that, 20 years? No, that's about 25 years ago. So of course he was already older. So he's talking about, the 60s and 70s, how people looked at him different. So yeah. I feel like as a father of two black daughters, and if I would have married outside my race and had mixed kids, I need her to understand, like, to be a powerful black woman. That would have been my thing anyway. Okay.
They ain't really saying nothing. Ryan Reason said I agree with T. They ain't really saying nothing in the other comments.
All right, moving right along. We're gonna play another video from Ivana Van Zandt. It was a video that's been surfacing over the last couple of days. I'm sure most of y'all heard about it. A young lady just basically, I think the only problem that I have with this video is not giving up the whole thing, because the topic was more than just the video. But I'm going to play it and let y'all see, y'all see.
men that are available to us. I'm not about across the color spectrum, across the age spectrum. Trust me, I've done them all. They are not positioned to protect nor provide because of some of the statistics we just talked about. They're not earning the incomes. They're not having the resources. Would you date a bus driver? Would you date? If he owns the bus, if he owns it, if he owns the bus, yes. No, that's a problem. That's a problem. Because the standards and requisites, and I'm not talking about him laying on the sofa playing video games all day. I'm not talking about that. But the standards and the criteria that we use to measure men is off for who we are as women and who they are in the society. When some of us, quite frankly, feel that the men that are available to us, I'm not about
I guess I got to learn how to get better at that. Basically, what this young lady, Ivana Van Zandt, was on the talk show, and they were talking about a bunch of different things, and it was a much longer interview than that one. But they're talking about dating again, things of that nature, and basically saying that, she's basically saying there's not enough available men out here. She's not even saying black, because if you listen to what she said she dated all types of races, age groups, and everything, but they're not positioned in a way to provide, protect, and lead. That was one of the things that wasn't in that clip that she actually said. She asked her would she date a bus driver, and just because I'm a bus driver don't mean I took offense. But she asked would she date the bus driver, saying if he owned the bus. Now the whole thing was, Ivana Van Zandt was like, look, if the guy enjoys driving the bus, if he has good character, good morals, and all these other things, I would. Basically, how y'all judge men on what they have to bring to the table versus what a woman have to bring to the table is totally off. So do you believe that men is expected to bring way more than a woman? And let me say this also. I had this discussion with somebody else, and they also said that shouldn't be a problem that people shouldn't have a problem with what she said, because that's just her standard. So do you believe that's basically just her standard and that nobody should have a problem, or that shouldn't be seen bad? And again, do you feel like we are expected to bring more?
First of all, I seen this video today, and I thought about you immediately. Soon as they said I was like, damn, Ray's driving the bus, and that's a pretty good dude. Like, I knew he probably mad. Like that. Like, you got a pretty dope job to me, So, but yeah, I mean, I feel like we definitely are held at a higher standard when it comes to bringing stuff to the table. What's expected of us? It's like, it's more so like they have specific things they want brought to the table. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta own this. You gotta be at this level. You can't just. It's not enough to just be hardworking and able to provide. You gotta be able to go above and beyond. It seems like it's not enough to just provide, because some bus drivers make good money. Some bus drivers got their house, they got the car, they get to travel, they get to do this, that, and the third. But from what she's saying, that don't seem like enough. You know what I'm saying? It seemed like she want him to own Metro. You know what I'm saying? My thing is this:
own his own bus company.
My thing, if I own Metro or I own the bus, what do I need you for? Like, what do you have that's gonna make me want you? You know what I'm saying? Because now I'm at a different level now. You was getting a good package when you got the bus driver, because like I said, they make good money. Now you want this dude that own the bus. What is it that now the conversation comes up? What can you do for me now?
What can you do for me?
Naturally. So what are you doing as a woman? Are you there for me emotionally? Are you making me feel secure and things like that? Like, what's gonna attract me to you since that's your type?
Yeah. You know, when I first heard it, of course, everybody said this to me. It's like when this came out, I think people started sending this to me like Thursday. I seen this last week. I've been having this conversation all week. People literally sent this to me like Thursday, like, Reggie, what you think about this? What you think? And I said, I think some of y'all feel like I was going to have a problem because they mentioned a bus driver. I didn't take it the way she said it, as far as I took it as, or even Ivana Van Zandt, what she was saying was, would you basically date somebody basic, somebody with, you know, that her being in the position you in, like, what is your criteria? What are you looking for? So I do understand. I said this before. Attractive woman with money really never date down. Like on the Chris Rock special, Chris Rock said Beyonce's beautiful. He said she could work at Burger King. She could have still got a Jay-Z. He said Jay-Z couldn't work at Burger King and got a Beyonce. And we know that to be true on so many different levels. Most women with money is not dating down. Most women with money want to date across. It's cool. It's understandable. But understand when you hit a certain level, you dating across, you got a whole lot of, it's not too many of them up there. So you got a whole lot more women to compete with. Then again, what do you have to offer? Why should I choose you at this point? Now, but again, and what Ivana Van Zandt was basically trying to tell her is, you need to stop paying attention to the character of the man than how much the man makes. Next point is that, you know, a lot of times, you know, and women keep thinking they can do what men do, like go big and get successful and get to a certain level and then get everything under that they want. That's a man trait. A man can get rich in his 40s, you know, do all the things he want to do, and then go back and get the 30-year-old beauty queen and stuff like that. Women can't do that. And it's like, y'all, as long as they keep thinking that they can be on the same level as men, they're going to always fail. And it's going to always come down to them forgetting that, one, your body is on a time clock. I can always have kids, you can't. So if I want to start my family in my 50s, I could. You can't. Two, you know, I don't care about finances when I got it. I don't care about sharing them. I don't care about like spoiling them. I don't care when I got it. So when you up there trying to be like a man or say what you will and won't do, you losing out on opportunities of good dudes that make less, that will still respect you, cherish you, and treat you well, no matter how much money they make. Yeah, but we are required to bring more, and that's the problem. To some.
Rhyme and Reason said, I think there's a double standard, but some women want their man to at least meet them where they are in life.
Cross, you see what I'm saying? That's it. That's right there. People want you to meet them across the board. Women want you to meet them across. Men don't care. Men don't care if I got it, you got it, I'm good. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Moving right along. Couple had just moved in together. Boyfriend had already had the house and been living there for about a year or two. One of his good friends just got a divorce, and he allowed his friend to live in the basement while he go through the process. Girlfriend agreed when she moved in. She was going to pay the utilities. You know, not a big problem. The guy was like, I can handle everything. So it wasn't that big of a deal. Later on, about 6 months after she'd been living there, not having a problem with the best friend, but she found out the best friend didn't pay any bills. So when she had the discussion with her boyfriend, she's like, oh, I'm up here paying electric, gas, and all this type of stuff while your friend not paying any bills. He basically like, look, he's going through divorce right now. He's still trying to get situated. He don't really have any extra finances with the divorce, the kids and all that to really dish out, so I was trying to help him. The girlfriend basically gave him an ultimatum. Either he goes or I goes, or he have to contribute to the household financially. The best friend was at an impasse. He don't know what to do. he feel like his girlfriend kind of stepping out of his place, but I mean, it all depends how you see it. T, what do you think about that?
All right, so when you was explaining it, like, I understand what he meant by when he was like, you know, he's going through a divorce and, you know, his finances going in there. Plus, the way I see it, he's only there temporarily. She about to live with him, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's
she moved in.
Yeah, so you living with me, he gonna leave soon. So I ain't even worried about him paying it. I got the rest, like I said. You living here now too, so you gonna that's how I look at it. You living here, he about to roll. So
but T, don't she if that's the case, don't she has a say so on him staying there and not paying bills and she paying bills? Like shouldn't her, like you said, I'm living here too. I'm paying my portion of what we agreed on. Is it not like, hey, I think you need to pay a portion? Like shouldn't she have some type of say so?
Is she trying to get him to pay a portion of what she paying, or is she paying what she pay and she worried about him paying a portion of what I'm paying? Because I said I got it. Why you worried about it if I got it?
Well, I think it's more so he's not paying anything, but I'm paying bills. So I guess it's in her mind like, well, if he can stay here for free and live in your basement, I should be able to stay here for free. And I think that's where her issue is at. If you're allowing your friend to stay here for free for a year or whatever until he gets situated, I should stay here for free for the same amount of time. Because I guess here's this. She might feel like I'm paying for this nigga to live also. I'm paying for this nigga to live for free too.
You know, go back to where you came from. We could live separately. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. Cause you know, you were cute. I ain't kicking y'all out.
Yeah.
Sure.
Let me say this.
You better not kick me out, nigga. I carry that table up to your house too. You better not kick me out, damn nigga. I was waiting for you to agree with me. Like, yeah, T, me too. I ain't hear none of that shit, Rez. I might have to reevaluate our friendship a little bit.
Listen. T,
hey, Rez, look. You learn something new every day. The more you know.
Listen. You know, I remember me and you taking all this furniture up all these stairs on that hot day. So you know you always welcome. But at the same time, let me say this. Am I kicking my friend out? No. I'm not kicking my friend out. I think, and again, I keep saying this all the time for the last few weeks, I don't think we communicate what's going on effectively in a certain time. He shouldn't allow her to move in without knowing all this situation. And I think that's where the problem comes in all the time. We always think in relationships, I think we all do it. We always feel like we can avoid certain issues that might come up. Like he probably could have thought about it, like you said, T, he ain't gonna be here long. I'm gonna give it about 6, 7 months. We'll give it to a time, and then we can move on. Like we always feel like we can avoid situations. I remember dating a woman one time, and I felt like she'd done something sneaky because she had got something fixed in her house by a neighbor that she went on a date with before me, right? So she got something fixed in her house, and when I asked her, like I went over and I said, "How you get this fixed?" Oh, the neighbor, the dude, he knew how to fix this. And I said, well, when? So, it was like, a week or two ago. I'm like, I talked to you in those 2 weeks, and not one time you told me that you went to. So now what's starting to happen is I'm keep working back because now in the 2 weeks you haven't told me. So, and I knew it was something that needed to be replaced. So I'm saying if he done it 2 weeks ago, you had to tell him a week. I said, when he walks around with these parts in his pocket. Like, so now I'm working back and work back. And then when we finally have a real conversation about it, she was like, man, let me just be honest. I was just trying to avoid the conversation. I was trying to avoid the situation because I felt like, and I'm like, instead of being straight up and honest, and straightforward, you could have just said, hey, look, I couldn't, and I told her, I said, I couldn't fix it. I ain't got the tools. No, I'll fix it. It could have been an easy conversation. Look, I bumped into my neighbor. We was having a conversation about the problem. We were just at third. This is what happened. He said he know how to fix it. You know, I just want to because I couldn't say nothing regardless. Nah, I don't want him to fix it because at that point, you say, well, look, if you can't fix it and you don't want him to fix it, you might need to find somebody who can.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's the only. But people constantly try to avoid situations and avoid avoid what needs to be said, and end up running into a problem. It happens all the time.
Rhyme and Reason, she said the circumstances are different, but she agreed to it.
Yeah. Like I said, I don't think she had all the information when she agreed.
I wouldn't say she agreed to it. I don't think she knew she knew that the dude wasn't paying anything. She probably knew he was there, but probably assumed that he was paying something while he was there. Especially if he was going to make her pay something. So I can see her getting mad about it, but like I said, you can stay where you was at previously, and we can just continue our relationship like that. Yeah. And then when he's gone, you can make him
leave. When he leave, what's nice. I think again, me personally, if I love my girl, I love my friend, I don't want to see him out. I can see me saying, especially if I can afford it. If I was in a position of paying all this before she came, look, I understand what you're saying. While he's here, you don't have to pay any bills. You're right. I don't think it's fair that you paying bills and you basically paying for him. I got it. But when he leave, we'll situate the time, and then we can get back on to what we agreed to this 7/3. If I really have a problem with that. Yeah. Because think about this, T. She may have a problem in the long term because then she, just like one of the episodes before, why I got to pay bills in a house that you was paying with your friend anyway? If you could do it by yourself, you might as well continue to do it. So that might start a problem.
Yeah, that's true. I agree with you.
Yeah. Who's that? Hey, Renee? Hey, how you doing? Oh, that's Kay. What's going on? Okay. Man married a surgical doctor. He was a teacher, and they met in college before she went off to medical school. They've been married for 10 years, got 2 kids together. Of course, you know, him being a teacher, she basically bringing in all the bread. The man basically started telling the woman, look, it's starting to get a little too overwhelming with teaching in this and the third. I'm going to need you to start at some point, you know, at least cooking or something, this, that, and the third. She basically like, look, I'm basically, in all words, she basically like, I'm bringing in the money. You know, you should be able to handle this, you being a teacher. He basically said, look, it's not just me cooking, cleaning, and handling all the housework. I still got to do all the outside work also. I'm still cutting the grass, fixing up stuff. I'm still doing everything. So basically, other than being a breadwinner, I'm still doing everything that a housewife would do, as well as a man would do. My question to the panel is this: T, do you feel like when a woman is the breadwinner in the household and a guy is almost like a stay-at-home dad because he's a teacher, he has a lot more free time, do you feel like the expectations of what a man's supposed to do is much bigger than what a woman would have to do?
Yeah, Slim need to shut up. Well, he messed up what he got. He better shut up. I'll be in that joint cooking every night. Hot meal. Even if I'm just playing. Even if I don't cook, I could go pick something up. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. I'm not going. She's a surgeon, bro. She a surgeon. You know how busy they are. She on call 24 hours and everything, bro. You know what you got into when you was dealing with her. You know what I'm saying? Like, you better adjust your schedule or something.
Well, let me ask you this, T. If the shoe was on the other foot, would you expect him to still do stuff around the house if he was the surgical doctor and she was the teacher? Would you expect her to Would you expect her to cut the grass, get the leaves, fix everything?
I don't expect no woman to cut grass and all that, even if they unemployed. They ain't got to cut the grass.
The man should cut the
man should cut the grass. And if he ain't got the
Basically,
time to cut the grass, if he ain't got time to cut the grass, and she ain't cutting the grass, he better go to Home Depot, outside of Home Depot, and get Oscar or Jorge, and get them to come. They cut the grass for $20.
That was so racist.
Yeah.
That was so racist.
Do you know a Spanish man named Jorge? Huh? Have you ever met a Spanish man named Jorge?
I do.
Exactly. So it's not racist. It's facts. All right.
I do. I do know. I have heard of Spanish men named Jorge, but why he got to be Spanish? Why you couldn't go out here and Home
Do
Depot
you
and got
see
a
an
black
Asian
guy?
man outside of Home Depot?
I don't look to see their race.
So, but I'm just saying though. Do you see Asian people outside of Home Depot trying to do yard work and stuff?
I don't know. I can't say
Exactly.
I have.
So it's not racist. It's facts. Come on now. We're not gonna do that. We're not gonna create race confidence.
Okay. Okay.
But no, I feel like if the roles was reversed, I'm saying she a woman. Cook. You could cook, clean the house. Even then, I'm sympathetic to stuff like that. So like, she could be tired. You know, I work with them kids. I know how stressful it is on the brain. You know, it's real stressful. So she might come home and be tired and don't feel like cooking. You know what I'm saying? And if I'm the one that's the surgeon or whatever, I still wouldn't even be tripping. I'm sure
you don't hear the double standard in what you just said. You said the story is about a man being a teacher. The man actually is the teacher, and he's basically asking his wife, who's the surgeon, look, I'm gonna need you to take some of this stuff on my plate because I still got to do the manly thing as well as the house thing. So now that we said,
how's she gonna take it on the plate?
She basically like, I'm gonna need you to. She basically, yeah. So now when I say if the man is the surgeon, you just said she could be stressful for them kids, and she might don't feel like it.
Yeah, He
So
might. I'm just saying.
Standard.
No. Listen to what I'm saying though. This is what I mean. Even if he was, if he the teacher and he's stressed, he the one complaining. She not complaining. I'm saying if I'm the surgeon, I'm not gonna complain about her not cooking. He complaining about her not cooking, and she the surgeon. Because she ain't got no time to
kids.
She don't got no time. Them little niggas better eat some cereal.
So what I'm saying is this though. If the woman was the one complaining, if she was the teacher, and the guy was the surgeon, do you feel the same way?
I say, hold on. I would be like, look, man, listen, I'm a surgeon. I don't have time to do all this. You know what I'm saying?
Oozing, I know
Pop-Tarts, oozing, hot dogs, cereal in there.
For the person.
You know what I'm saying? They can eat that. You want to cut the grass? I'm going to get Oscar and Jorge cut the grass. You know what I'm saying? That's going to eliminate that problem. You know? Like, come on now. I like how you tried to trick me there, though. You did give me a little bit. I like it. You got me a little bit. Yeah, you got me a little bit.
This. One, there is a double standard. There's a double standard because if a man was a total house husband, he will be required to do, other than the breadwinning part, he will be required to do everything else a man do, including the stuff that a woman would do. But it's like when a wife is the housewife, she's only required to do what a woman would do. She wouldn't be required to cut the grass. She wouldn't be required to do all the little repairs around the house. She still wouldn't be required to protect. She wouldn't be required to fix up stuff outside and do the heavy lifting. One, she probably can at some point. But when a man he's required to do everything. And it's like when a man is not the financial provider, what's on his plate is a whole lot more. And it's unfair at some point, but I can understand. Because again, no, I wouldn't want my woman cutting the grass. No, I wouldn't want my woman going out and getting up there on the top to get the leaves from out the off the roof and all that type of stuff. I wouldn't want her to do anything like that. But just because you're a surgeon, that means you know how to cook. I'm gonna believe that you're a surgeon, you know how to like whip stuff up. You're good with your hands. So some of those things, yeah. You've been a surgeon, don't alleviate that we still gotta eat in this month. And if it's one of those,
you gonna want her to be up all night cooking for y'all, right? And getting tired, and then when she get called at 2 in the morning to do this heart surgery, and she can't stay up at the table, and she done killed this nigga on the table because she was making y'all lasagna. You gonna feel bad about it.
She shouldn't have went to work when she realized she was too tired to do this motherfucking job. You shouldn't have went to work. You should have realized that, hey, now again, like you said, T, I ain't telling you to be Chef Boyardee, but goddamn, like if I'm doing everything else and the only thing I require you to do is put a couple of loaves in the washer because I got to grade papers, make a couple of sandwiches for the kids because I got other stuff to do. Yeah, this is a teamwork. This needs to be a team balance work.
You know how many vacations and days off teachers get? That nigga,
yes.
I get all these development days and all this summer.
And T, do you know every barber in the barbershop cursed me out about that? When I was arguing, I was in the barbershop and it was a senator Virginia. And the senator out of Virginia, somebody tried to call me and this joint froze. Can you hear me?
Oh no, you back. You back.
No. It was a senator out of Virginia, and the senator was mad that bus drivers, what that lady talked about, that bus drivers made way more money than teachers, and she didn't think it was fair that bus drivers made more money than teachers. And I said this at the barbershop, and they was like, yeah, you're right. It's no reason for y'all to make as much money as y'all make, and the teachers make as much as they make. And I literally said, tell me one teacher that works 365 days a year, who works weekends, who works summer, who works during every holiday, every winter break, through snowstorm, through rain, through everyone. I said, you tell me a teacher that do all that. Everyone was like, yes, they do, yes, they do, yes, they do, right? A teacher come in the barber shop. Boo was like, man, answer. Hey, man, hey, look, do teachers work? What's the name? Such and such? He was like, no. He said, hold on. So you telling me teachers don't be up all night doing? He said, no, none of us. He said, some of that stuff is good. So he bumped it, everything. It was done. But again, you're right. I agree. But again, if the shoe was on the other foot and she was the woman and she was a teacher, it would be a different issue. That's all. That's all I'm saying. Go ahead.
Rhyme and Reason said, ask the breadwinner nicely to hire a housekeeper and a chef. We both got a lot going on. And she said, right, Ray, it's teamwork.
Yeah, exactly. So, me and my coworkers, we was having a discussion. Do you remember the movie Good Deeds with Tyler Perry and Gabrielle Union? You probably don't. It don't seem like the type of movie.
The lady was cleaning the office building?
Yeah, exactly. Okay, it was a part of that movie where Gabrielle Union was playing a video game on the bed, and she found a blonde hair. When she found it, she said something to Tyler Perry's character and was like, hey, you see this blonde hair in the bed? So Tyler Perry was like, nah, I didn't notice. He said, he basically was like, you don't think it's mine? And she was like, no. Tell Maria that she needs to clean these sheets a whole lot better. Tyler Perry stopped and thought. And then he was like, a little jealousy wouldn't hurt. Just so happened the movie was playing at the Depot, and we got to discussing that part, which is funny. So some people were saying, well, what the heck is his problem? He's whining like nigga, that's not like you out of the way. Huh?
I get what the problem is for him.
Okay, well, let me ask the question. Would you be mad if your mate wasn't a little bit jealous over you?
Yeah.
Go ahead. Okay.
I would be like, that what you trying to say? I can't get no other woman outside of you, or you saying I'm too much of a prude that I wouldn't do something like that? Like, I mean, show me a little bit of did you have somebody in here or something? At least ask me a question. Don't just be like, of course not. Not you, nigga. You don't get no bitches. Not you. Come on now.
That's basically what she was saying.
Yeah, don't do me like that.
I guess it's a double-edged sword. Because you dagger you do, dagger you don't. you can be mad that, oh, my girl not jealous over some hair in the bed, but do you honestly want that argument, T? Do you honestly want that? I'm not like, hold up, who has this that you can't explain?
It's more so the response. It ain't really the jealousy part. It's like, why you say it like that though? You like, of course not. Like,
yeah. But again, it's a double-edged sword. Do I really want the argument of not being able to identify where hair comes from on my sheets? Do you imagine the difference?
What I'm saying though, man, okay, listen. Say it's you find a pair of shoes or something. Let's say, I don't know, I need something insignificant that we might have that be at a woman's house or something. A tank top.
You might have.
Like a white beater. You find a white beater and your first thought not, man, a dude who was in here, your first thought is, tell Alonzo he need to clean better. You don't think your girl was like, you get what I'm saying? Like, that means, like, I mean, it's trust, but then at the same time, it's like me being the one in question. Like, what are you saying? I'm born or something? No, like, you get what I'm saying? Like, I'm not appealing to others or whatever.
Yeah, but dude, is it a point to where you can be comfortable with your mate to the point where you trust them enough that this is just not them. This is not their character. Let me tell you this, T. I dated a woman. I'm gonna tell you a true story.
I'm gonna let you say the story, but again, for me, it wasn't the trust thing. I would love if a woman trusted me enough to not think it was another woman, but don't say it like that, though. You know, don't just be like that. Don't just say it. Don't say it like that. She could have been like, nah, I know you wouldn't do something like that. She like, of course not. Like,
nigga, you don't get nothing. Yeah. But let me say this. I found an empty condom wrapper at a girl house I was dating. Right?
That nigga hit.
Now, I found an empty condom wrapper at a girl house one time. So I'm like, dang. So I literally set it on the dress because I wanted her to see it. Now, again, we wasn't in a serious relationship at this time. We just really was sleeping with each other. But when we first started sleeping with each other, no exaggeration, we used condoms. Like one of the first times, we used condoms all the time. So I set it there, and she was like, "What you doing with a condom?" And I was like, "Oh, I found this under your bed." Yeah. I'm like, "Oh, I found this under your bed." And she like, "What? Boy, stop playing." I'm like, "No, I ain't playing. I found this under your bed." She still think I say, "I found this under your bed looking for my charger." And she like, "Well, I hope you don't think I had somebody." I said, "I don't know." I said, "You tell me." She was like, "I did not have nobody. You always over. Why would I have somebody come over places?" I was like, "I don't know. I said, "I'm just, what's like?" They're like, I said it could have been from my earlier days, because this was about, I'm saying this was about 4-5 months in, and we literally just started using condoms. So like just stopped using condoms. So it was like, we stopped using condoms. So it was like it wasn't unrealistic that it could have been old. Wasn't unrealistic that it could have been, but she didn't. When I say I don't think you, when I told her, I said I don't really think you done nothing, boo-boo. She didn't shy away and was like, "Oh, but I can't get niggas." I guess in a way she was relieved that he ain't really tripping on this, because at this time we wasn't an actual couple. So stuff like that happens. And the only reason I threw the condom up is because I got caught up in the mess. So that's the only, I was like, voila, magic. Exactly.
Rhyme and Reason said, maybe I trust you. Isn't that the goal? She also said, I prefer to feel secure than spinning out. I wouldn't want my man to try and prove me wrong in that aspect. She only wants someone to play along and appease his ego. Nah, I'm just saying the way she said it to this man, and you know how their relationship was in the movies, then you would get it more. Why I say that. So it's like, what you mean? Like, he was feeling less than in that movie.
He was. So, y'all know what time it is. It's the Dating 101 card game. T, don't tell me you ain't bring your drink. Okay. I was about to say. Okay, so y'all know this Dating 101 card game. If y'all haven't got y'all need to get them. These are, honestly, the best card game that you can have in order when you want to take your relationship to the next level. If you want to seriously date and want to identify characters that woman who talked about the bus driver didn't want to identify, these will be the card deck for you. But our brand new card deck, Bottoms Up. This is a fun game to actually do on game night with your friends, family, whatever. Y'all can use anything. We use alcohol, of course, but y'all can use anything y'all want, you know.
That's
I'm going to do. It is. It's only rum I think I can drink.
Doing up water.
I never drink it. I never look at it with slime.
That's a lot less than me.
Yeah, but I'm only taking a shot.
Take a shot right there. Start the game on. Go ahead. You ain't got work tomorrow. Go ahead, take a shot right there.
I'm not taking a shot from you. We're gonna play 3 of them real quick. Okay. T, of course, we picking each other's answers. Now, let me say this to you. Originally, when I created this game, the game was supposed to be, if you get it right, I take a shot. Mm-hmm. If you get it wrong, you take a shot. So instead of us doing it the way that Siobhan felt like if we was to do it like that, you wouldn't get past too many cards because the first 10 is at least 5 shots. It could be 10 shots for one person. So that would have been too much. But being as though it's just me and you tonight, we can do it that way, right? Okay.
Hell yeah.
All right. So, again, if you get it right, I take a shot. If you get it wrong, you take a shot. Bet?
Yeah, bet.
Okay. I put $20 in a slot machine and won $150,000. Would I cash out, quit playing, keep playing, or play another game? Now, T, I'm going to write it down for you. You can whisper so we don't feel like one person is lying.
I know your answer. I know it ain't going to be no lie when I say it.
Let's see. Okay, what do you think my answer is?
Cash out.
No. I would keep playing.
For real?
I tried to write it, but I ain't had enough. Yeah.
Oh, he gonna say, hey, I'm doubling down.
Listen, if I win 150,000, all I got, I'm not saying that I'm gonna play this 150,000, but I'm gonna take a portion of it out. If it's I play $20, I got $20 at least to lose.
Hey yo, come on, say my answer. What's my answer?
What's your answer? You cash it out.
Yeah, so I gotta take 2 shots.
Yeah, you gotta take 2 shots.
I'm not gonna use this side. I'm gonna double it up. Use this side.
Go.
But listen, hey yo, you know I'm cashing out, AO, because you seen me lose 600,000 on GTA at one table.
Yeah, exactly.
Hold up.
See? That was 2 shots? Yeah, I know. Okay.
Me, Jorge, and Oscar.
Hey, yo, we need to see your answers because you be trying to cheat. Okay, this is your question, T. Oh, this both sides. Okay, we both play. Okay. If I was a contestant on Fear Factor and could win $100,000, would I eat a handful of cockroaches, get in a pool of crocodiles, or climb a 25-story building? Which one would I choose?
I'm guessing
for you first this time?
You guess with me first.
I guess for you first. I know you don't swim. I'm really, I would say you would eat a handful of cockroaches.
Nope. I'm climbing that building. Nigga, you know, if I watch a movie and they got too much blood and shit, I lose my appetite. You ain't about to eat some roaches? Hell no.
What do you believe I would do?
You gonna climb the building.
I got to take 2 shots.
Welcome to the club.
I'm not getting to that crocodile joint. I'm not gonna get.
Hey yo, like I'm climbing that building. Rhyme reads up and she gonna get that protein. Hell no, ain't enough protein in the world for you to eat that burger. And Ray, I'm climbing the building. Yeah, I am. I'm not fucking around with no alligators because I don't swim well. I swim well enough to survive without danger.
Let me tell you this. Ever since the way you felt in Cancun, when you felt like you were going to drown, I knew you wasn't going to swim.
Nigga, I almost died twice in Mexico in the water because of water. I ain't playing. I know when God telling me I don't need to be somewhere, and the water's not for me unless it's in the tub or a pool. These niggas had me swimming in the river or something, a canal or some shit with some snorkels. This is my first time snorkeling. I forgot you supposed to breathe through the damn snorkel. I put my whole head under the water. I get to choking off the water and shit, about to die. I had to swim to the edge. I couldn't fit my life jacket.
This is the bottoms up. If none of y'all haven't got y'all bottoms up, you ain't even had to count back, rhyme or reason. You was at 5. I was done.
You know, he took
you didn't have to count back. Hold up. Hey, yo, is you still on here? Somebody needs to come in and, like, say this joke. Okay, last one. If y'all haven't got y'all bottoms up, Dating 101 College, y'all definitely need to get them. Last one. If I got the chance to relive my first love-making experience, what would I do? Would I not do it at all?
You want Ayo to get in on the game?
Yeah, I want Ayo to get on this last one. You got some drink with you, Ayo?
It ain't Ramadan no more, nigga.
Yeah, you can't say Ramadan, nigga, you ain't drinking. Let's see if he cut what's name.
Send a request if you got the drink and you try and play.
Yeah, if you trying to play our last round. You take
one day.
Okay.
One day we should do a special where we just play the game, like a couple of the cards, and like have people come up. Oh, there you go.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. She'll be about to go. He better not have that damn scarf on.
He said love making question. Yes, it's a funny love making question, Ron Reese.
Where is it?
Right there, you don't see him?
Who, Ayo?
Yeah, he said he can't see you. You don't see Ayo? I see both of y'all. Could y'all hear each other?
No.
Hold on. Hang up, Ayo, and I'm gonna request you.
So if y'all just joining, we're playing the Dating 101 Bottoms Up drinking game. It's a fun drinking game, and if y'all already seen, me and T done already they had to take 2 shots apiece.
Did that work?
No.
I still can't see each other.
No. So you gotta, don't worry about it. As long as you got his ass up, whatever, and you know we're doing like that.
Let's do the question.
Okay, last one. If I got a chance to relive my first love-making experience, Mama Reason, would I do it? Would I try to make it better? Or would I keep it as it was? T, you're gonna answer for Ayo.
He not on here no more.
Oh, he ain't on here?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just answering for you. You said, would you keep it?
Would I
keep
it how it was? Would I try to make it better? Or would I not do it at all?
And this love making, not just fucking?
Your first experience, your first sexual experience.
Well, losing your virginity.
Yes, the day when you lost your virginity. If you had the chance to relive when you lost your virginity, I'm paraphrasing y'all, that's not what the cards say, but just to make it clear. If you had the chance to relive you losing your virginity, I might have to tell Siobhan the Stranger. If you had the chance to relive you losing your virginity, would you do it at all? Would you try to make it better, or would you go back and just keep it the same because it was a good experience? T, what is your answer for me?
Make it better.
Okay. I wouldn't do it at all, T. I really don't think that person deserves it. I think you would make it better.
That's right.
Yeah.
So I got to drink twice?
No, you got to drink twice. You lost. Yeah. You lost. You got to drink from the other side. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So again, these are bottom up, dating 101 bottom up game cards. See how quickly y'all can toss up drinks. You see how quickly y'all can toss up drink. It's a fun game. Y'all can actually use anything y'all want. Again, it's dating 101 card games. Y'all can go over there and get all four for $100 over to the dating 101 card page. Again, this was the Homeboys Conversation with T, Rez. See y'all next week. T, I hope you're not drunk and you got work tomorrow.
I'm behind.